How is that? This was in the shot. Hey everybody, how's it going? All right, this is gonna be off the cuff. I don't actually have a script for this one. I do have scripts for other things. This is a script for a video I'm working on right now. You should see that in the next week or so, hopefully, knock on wood. And then I have other things I'm working on. But anyway, Matt here, and I wanted to do this off the cuff video. Basically run down my first impressions or my opinions on episode 1 of the new live-action One Piece Netflix series. So, I've been skeptical, cautiously optimistic, but skeptical of the quality of this show, for a couple of different reasons. Let me start by saying I love One Piece. Yeah, I really, really love One Piece. It's one of my all-time favorite anime series. I've read the manga. I've watched the anime twice through, basically. Yeah, I've watched the anime twice through from the beginning all the way to Whole Cake. If you know the series well, you'll know what I'm talking about. Technically, like a couple more little bits and pieces there. Like, I started the series in high school before it was licensed. I was watching Chinese bootlegs. That's how that went. So I was, an officer of my anime club because I was a cool dude, and I still am. Anyway, so I love me some One Piece. I think it's one of the best anime series of all time. One of the best mangas of all time. Probably the best shonen series of all time. Sorry, Dragon Ball. Sorry, anything else. One Piece is just that good. It's, I'm just to let you know how I feel about the show. I'm a fan. I love this show. I love this manga. I think it's great. I'm keeping up with it. It's really good. It's a really good show, and I think, if you like anime, if you like fun, adventure, great stories, good characters, it's well worth watching. So, all right, after all that rambling, I love One Piece. I really, really do. So, believe me, I was skeptical as hell about this show. I went in... Tonight I was a bit more optimistic because I had seen a lot of things. There are pictures of Oda, the creator of the series, sort of giving his blessing to the guy they got to play Luffy, main character of the show. I'm gonna try to be as minimal spoilers as I can for anyone who's not seen the anime, not seen this. If you're interested, I'm gonna be as spoiler free as possible. If I do, I will make note of it in the video. Yay! But I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna edit this one. Whereas, my We Like Movies with Matt and Mike, we basically have so far gone unedited. This is going to be edited, so you probably have already seen that already. I went in not knowing what to think, because there was some stuff that gave me pause. But overall, after just the first episode, I haven't seen any more, I thought it was great. Like, I'm one of those guys who's predisposed to not like something if they don't get it right. Just keep that in mind. But I was very pleasantly surprised. Not perfect. There are a couple of little changes that I thought were, like, not deal breakers, but a couple of little changes here and there that raised an eyebrow for everyone in the room, because we've all seen the series all the way through, at least once, all of us. So we were all kind of like, what's going on there? Oh, okay, that's a weird change. The cast is very strong. I really like that they were able to capture the heart or capture the feel of the series, which, is not something you can easily do. One Piece is not something that you would expect to be able to translate well into a live action TV series. It's crazy. It's weird stuff happens. this isn't a huge spoiler because it's just a part of the show, but they use snails known as denden mushi, I think it's translated as transponder snails. But denden mushi is what they call the phones in the One Piece universe. They're snails that have been fitted with like some sort of phone device, and they have some aspect of the creature they're able to communicate with one another or something, and so that's how they do. It's weird. It's very strange. To their credit, the one live action One Piece show has denden mushi in it, and it's really like they did that. So props. They did not skimp on it being One Piece. So far is pretty great. I think the guy they got to play Luffy, the kid they got to play Luffy, and I don't mean that in a derisive way, like oh, some kid. No, just that I'm old, and he's young. I will be dead before he is. I think he's good. I think he captures Luffy very well. That like unbridled optimism and just he's got it. He works really well as the character. I haven't experienced much of their Nami yet. She seems fine. Came in a bit of a different way, and the way they brought in Zoro is a bit of a departure from the source material, but not so much that it's gonna really drive me crazy. I haven't seen. We've seen a preview of the season 1. The sort of like overarching. This is what's gonna happen, and it looks like they are going, of course, pretty spot on with what happens in the beginning arc. Stuff's gonna. Already, they've implied things are gonna happen differently. They've said things like, oh, that character is doing that? Okay. But again, it's not enough to really consider it a real negative. The only thing that I really don't like, and I'm going to put a picture of it up here, and we haven't even gotten to it yet, is the redesign of the Going Merry. Don't like that. Not a fan. Mary was cute. That's frightening. But again, not enough to be to kill it. It's fine. It's not fine, but I'll live. As far as live action adaptations go, there are worse crimes you could have committed than than making Mary a little grinny. I don't want to say, everyone was saying, will this destroy the curse of Netflix anime adaptations? Will this be the one that, or Netflix manga adaptations or something like that? And I mean, it wasn't necessarily the one, because I think their adaptation of Alice in Borderland was really good. But as far as something this big, because this show is unbelievably massive. It's huge. One Piece is one of the biggest series on the planet, and it's, they needed to get it right. And if this first episode is indicative of the rest of how they do, or how they did the first season, I feel like they, if not nailed it, they got as close to you as you possibly can. To nailing it when it comes to a show like One Piece that is very strange in ways that don't seem feasible in live action. Like the main character's, his power or his ability is stretching himself, and it looks good. Like I was really worried that the CG was gonna look terrible. I mean, Netflix has a good amount of money to put into something, especially if they're going to adapt One Piece, and it looked really good. It worked. The scene where he stretches his cheek out, to Kobe at the beginning of the show, and he's like, "I'm a rubber man." They did that, and it looked good. Like everyone's like, oh, okay, that actually looked really good. And I'm very happy with how they were able to do the fight choreography. Zoro's fighting is a lot of fun. The sword play is really strong. Whoever they got to do the fight choreography is really good. As far as Nami so far, she obviously can hold her own in a fight. But in this, they went out of their way to show that she can hold her own with a like a staff, and I like that. I think she fights alongside them. It works really well. A couple of times, Luffy doesn't seem as strong or as capable as he is in the anime. Couple of fights, or like a fight in particular, I think gets ended much more quickly in the anime or the manga, but didn't really bother me. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, I like their Garp too. If you know Garp, he's a favorite character. Garp's awesome, and I like who they got to play him. Like, has a strong presence as the character. I want to see, they like, I was wondering what are they going to do with Arlong? How are they going to make Arlong? And they've shown him in the previews, and he looks good. The Gyojin, the mermen or the fishmen look really good. I haven't seen Hachi yet. I don't know if he's in Arlong's crew or if they just haven't shown him. It's going to be hard to do giant octopus man, but I mean, so far the effects look good. I like the look of Buggy the clown. They've already shown, there's posters for Bellamy, and there are posters for Foxy and other characters. And they did things differently than the original anime too. I wonder how much closer they're going to adhere to the manga than the anime, because there are some changes that they made to the anime from the manga that were, if you go back and read the manga, because I watched the anime first. You're like, they made a change, especially with Sanji's backstory. If you've seen both, you read both, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that reminds me, they have not skimped on the blood, because One Piece is actually pretty damn bloody and violent. It's a kids manga, and I know a lot of people are gonna balk at that, but it's a manga for kids and adolescents, but it is pretty bloody, and this, holy hell, so it's not. I don't know if it's a kids show. Like, damn, some of the stuff that they've done already in just episode 1. Alvida hits somebody with her club. Ooh, and some other stuff that if you've seen, what I'm talking about. Just heads up, they go hard, and I'm here for it. I'm all in. I'm hoping that their Sanji is good. They've shown a little bit of Usopp, but they also didn't do the long nose, which I'm here. I'm okay with that. I'm okay without the long nose on Usopp. Like, that would have been awkward. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that they can go the distance, whatever that distance is, because it's odd that they've started a Netflix series for one of the poster children for long fucking anime. Because One Piece is long, as everyone knows, and a lot of that is the Toei bloat, but not all of it. There's a lot of content there. The manga's been going for 20 plus years, and the anime is very long as well, and but well worth it. To anyone out there who's saying, "Oh, I don't want to start. It's really long," just take the dive. The longer you wait, the longer it will be, and it's absolutely well worth it. Read the manga or watch the anime. It's great. The anime I like especially because I think the voice cast brings a lot to it. I don't know why my webcam keeps turning off. The lady who plays Luffy, again, I forget her name. I apologize. I'm really bad with names, even Japanese voice actors and actresses who I'm huge fans of. She kind of embodies the character. Like, the voice cast is inseparable in my mind from the rest of from the characters themselves. There's a picture, I'll probably put it up here, of her and I think it was her and Oda you know, doing the iconic putting the hat on the guy who plays Luffy, and it was kind of sweet. It was one of the things that really kind of sealed it for me, that they I don't think that he would have given it that stamp of approval, and that given him that stamp of approval if he didn't do a bang up job, and he really did. Everyone so far has. It feels like One Piece, and that may not seem like a big thing, because it is a One Piece adaptation, but so many adaptations have been god awful. We could have gotten Dragon Ball Evolution. I still haven't seen the Cowboy Bebop live action show. I heard bad things, and I saw what they did to Ed, and I'm gonna let that just fly off into the ether. But I'm gonna keep watching this one. I'm gonna watch more tomorrow. I'm not going to do a review of every episode, obviously, because this has been just a general overview, because I didn't want to break down the episode in case anyone wants to see that. But, ringing endorsement from somebody who really, really loves this series. A lot of people were really, really down on it and really worried about it. Except for Tony. Hey, buddy, if you're watching this, it's great. Turned out really, really well. I knew you've been excited since the go-ahead, but, I'm looking forward to it. Also, I haven't had a sip of this beer. I filled my Super Mario Brothers 2 mug with amber ale. I'm going to have a sip of that, just to make sure that I'm level-headed. Oh, I haven't had a beer in a while. Oh, that's tasty. That is a good beer. But, yeah, what I was saying is... I think it was before my camera cut out. The fact that they're adapting a manga and anime that hasn't finished, really, they've kind of hinting that they're easing into the end, but this is not a huge spoiler. Nobody but Oda knows what the One Piece is. We don't know what One Piece is. So far, things have changed enough, Raftel and Gold Roger. Names have changed, and meanings have changed, and things have been altered. We don't know when this series is going to reach its conclusion, but they're adapting it into a Netflix series that is hinting towards a conclusion, even though it just started. I don't know what they're gonna do. Are they gonna wait? Or did they intend to finish it to the end? Are they going to Skypiea? Will there be, are they going to Impel Down? Is there a 2-year time skip? The implications, or the what is potentially down the road for this show. It's going to be abridged, obviously. Things have changed already. There's a lot to this series. And makes me wonder and hope for the best, because I'd like to see it go as far as possible. I was talking to my brother-in-law, and I said, hey, do you think they're going to even make it to Brook? And for those of you who know who Brook is, that's a hard character to replicate. I mean, if it makes enough money, they can put money into it and make it work. I mean, hell, Chopper. What are they gonna do about Chopper?
ありがとう。あんたが看病してくれたんでしょ。うるせえな。人間なんかにお礼を言われる筋合いはね。ふざけるなこの野郎が。ふざけんなよバカ。そんな。感情が隠せないタイプなのね。
Probably just a little CG guy, but it's fine. I'm really enjoying it, and if you haven't seen either, this might not be a bad gateway into it. If you watch this and you really like it, maybe check out the manga or the anime. I think that's all I need to say. Ringing endorsement from somebody who, by all accounts, would hate it if it weren't good. But it is, so far. One episode in. And the series is, or the first season is available. Yeah, watch it, because if this does well and it's good and they see that people want to see more, they will make more, and I want them to make more because I like this cast and I want to see them do their thing. That's all. So, thank you so much for watching, and look forward to the next video. I'll be coming out with that hopefully in the next week or so, and I'll catch you guys later.